When you look in the mirror and see a sudden breakout, a patch of redness, or a deep fine line, what do you assume is happening? You probably blame the weather, a poor night of sleep, or maybe just natural aging. We're taught to treat our skin like an isolated external shield, or like a coat of paint on the outside of a house. But let's return to our massive cellular metropolis. In this city, the skin isn't just a perimeter wall. It's the city's largest, most responsive sensory grid. And it is connected directly to the central command center, your brain, by an ultra-fast, bidirectional, fiber optic hotline. So, every single psychological storm in your mind, whether it's a deadline stress, a wave of anxiety, or a surge of pure joy, instantly broadcasts a citywide signal. Within milliseconds, millions of microscopic nerve fibers stretching up into your skin release a flood of chemical messengers that completely alter your skin's biology. This is the frontier of neurocosmetics and the skin barrier access. Today, we're going to dive deep into the neuroscience of beauty and exploring how decoding our brain chemistry is completely rewiring how we protect and understand the human body. But before starting, welcome to the lab. I'm Nouhaila, a PhD candidate in biomedical research focused mainly on translational oncology. And I'm here to explore and blend complex science in a fun, deep way while connecting biology to true human wholeness. To understand why your mind and your skin are so deeply intertwined, we have to travel back to the very beginning of human development. In your first few days as a microscopic embryo, in early biology, the cells that eventually build a human being divide into 3 primitive layers. Now, here is the mind-blowing biological fact that completely changes how we view health. During development, a specific section of the outermost layer folds inward to create your central nervous system, which is your brain and your spinal cord. And the rest of that exact same layer flattens out to form your skin. Your skin and your brain are literally developmental twins, born from the exact same cellular tissue. Because they share the same origin story, your skin functions essentially as a peripheral brain. It is packed with millions of nerve endings that behave exactly like neurons. In fact, your skin can synthesize its own stress hormones and process sensory information independently before your conscious brain even realizes what happened. Your skin is a literal living map of your psychological state. So how exactly does a stressful thought in your head turn into inflammation or a breakout in your face? Let's look at the cellular telephone line. When your brain perceives a threat or chronic stress, it floods your body's highways with the stress hormone, which is cortisol. At the exact same time, the nerve endings directly inside your skin release a specialized chemical messenger called Substance P. Think of Substance P as a loud, frantic emergency siren. When it enters the skin tissue, it triggers immediate redness and it signals your glands to overproduce oil, leading to stress-induced breakouts. Furthermore, high cortisol levels actively degrade collagen, which is the structural steel beams keeping your skin firm, causing it to physically thin and lose its resilience. Conversely, when the brain experiences deep peace, safety, or joy, it triggers the release of Beta-Endorphins, which are our natural feel-good molecules. Your skin has specific receptors for these endorphins. When they bind at the surface, they accelerate wound healing and reinforce the skin barrier, as well as, they boost cellular renewal. This means skincare is no longer just about coating dead surface cells. The future lies in formulating ingredients that can safely talk to these nerve pathways and calm the molecular emergency sirens. This brings us to the ultimate intersection of neuroscience and global industry, which is Neurotech and Bio-Functionalism. For generations, the beauty and fragrance industries relied on subjective feedback. We would ask someone, how does this scent make you feel? And they would try to put it into words. But human vocabulary is limited, and our conscious minds are heavily biased by marketing and pretty packaging. Today, cutting-edge research is bypassing conscious speech entirely. Using advanced brainwave headsets, scientists can map a consumer's electrical brain activity in real time as they experience different products. So, by measuring micro changes in brainwaves, computer algorithms can decode in completely unbiased, authentic read on human emotion. And we can see the exact millisecond a specific formulation activates the brain's relaxation center. The future of innovation is a personalized loop using Neurotech to decode an individual's exact neurological stress profile, and then designing neuroactive products that work through the skin-brain axis to restore true holistic balance to the entire system. When we bridge neuroscience with cosmetic science, we shatter the old shallow definition of beauty. We realize that the surface of our body is a living, breathing landscape entirely dictated by the deep architecture of our minds. True precision wellness must look at the whole system by treating the skin not as an isolated wrapper, but as a dynamic mirror of our neurological health. We unlock a future where science doesn't just make us look better, it fundamentally balances how we feel. Thank you for exploring the Skin-Brain Hotline with me today. If this neurological deep dive blew your mind, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment with your thoughts below, and check out our full-length videos to see how we map the hidden networks in the lab. Stay curious, stay connected, and keep listening to your biology.